How you doing today? This is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. If you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening to this podcast, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value. Today, I want to talk about the weight of the world on our shoulders. But before we do, we'll be right back after this message. Hi, my name is Dave with The Last Podcast. Have you ever heard of Impact Health Sharing? Impact Health Sharing is an affordable alternative to traditional health insurance. Impact is a caring community of people who share in each other's medical bills, and is for anyone interested in sharing, acting responsibly together, and saving on healthcare. For more information, click on the link in the show notes that reads Impact Health Sharing. This is David with The Last Podcast. We'll see you soon. So my question today was, do you ever feel like you ever have the weight of the world on your shoulders? I mean, it feels like everything is just hitting you all at one time. And sometimes it feels a bit overwhelming. I mean, I know I do at times, but I'm so curious as to what do you do when you feel that way? Or what do you seek? Or what do you try? What is your mechanism to try to cope with so much pressure, or you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? I know that when things don't always go my way and so many things are hitting me at once, it feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulder. For instance, losing so much family members for me, and then losing finally my wife, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was a tipping point, so to speak. And then the sheer loneliness, depression, and grief that I felt from losing all my family members, it all hit me at one time. And, I don't know what other people do at that instance, but I do know that when we lose somebody, we definitely grieve. But when everything seems to be hitting you all at once, whether the car broke down, whether the kids are not acting up, you lose your job, lose your house, all these things happen at one time. What do? Sometimes it feels like you are suffocating. It feels like you can't breathe, so to speak. And I know that a lot of people feel this way at times. I know I do. And I just got through telling you, I lost a great deal of family all within a 3-year span and didn't get a chance to mourn any of them because they one right after another. So, and then to basically be the last one standing almost is like, who do you talk to? Who do you normally call? And, the people that you normally speak to are no longer there. It feels like now I need a new outlet. I need to talk to people. I need to make friends and then, or what have you. But when everything just seems to hit the fan and you just have nowhere to go, nothing, and you don't have no outlet, I know for myself, I will definitely feel fear, worry, doubt, anxiety, loss of control, anger at times. I mean, when all this seems to just be hitting you at one time, what is it that you do? What is your outlet? Everybody has to have an outlet, because if you don't, you feel like you're going crazy or you're going insane. I know, because I've been there, and I mean, I'm still living it. I'm trying to move forward every day, being the last one or the last family member standing. So I do know, but I do have a mechanism too. I'll be perfectly candid with you. And I do have to read my Bible at times when I feel, and you know what? Some people might say that might be a little too cliche, but it isn't. There's strength that comes from reading the Bible. For me, I find it, but it's not everybody's thing, and I respect that. I understand that. But for me, when he tells me, "Hey, come unto me, yea, that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Now, when he talk about giving rest to our souls, I'm talking about that type of deep feeling that you have when you talk about, I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. We're talking about that type of stress that is you feel in your soul, in your spirit, and in your mind, and in your heart, and in your bones. There's nothing really that you can do personally to get rid of that. You need something that's going to say, "Hey, I've been there. I know what you're going through. It'll get better. It'll get better for you." Number one, you have to have a little faith, right? You have to believe that you're going to get through whatever it is that you're going through. You have to be able to see the light at the end of that dark tunnel. I don't know what it is that you might be going through, but if it is something that you're going through and you feel that you can't breathe, you feel like you're suffocating, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, know without a shadow of a doubt, this too will pass. You see, I believe that these things that happen to us, if it doesn't break us, it makes us resilient. It makes us stronger. It fortifies us in a way that we can go ahead and move forward and share with others how to overcome, how to adapt, how to surmount our difficulties. And I believe that with all my heart. I believe that we're here for a purpose, and we're here to edify one another. We're here to help each other grow. So when you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, know that it's just not your shoulders that weight is on. We all feel it at times. And at times we might have to do a balancing act. At times we might have to talk to someone who might understand. We might even have to talk out loud, right? Or even get into groups of people who are going through what we are going through now to find out how they cope. That they might just have that ounce of information to help you cope right now. I believe that in my heart that if you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, talk to somebody. Let them carry the load with you. Because when we carry it together, that weight gets a whole lot lighter. Well, my name is Dave. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I hope that your day is bright. I hope your week is great, and I will continue to talk with you guys. But until tomorrow, you guys have a blessed day.